guys, I'm recording this early. We're going to do a fantastic holiday series, and I want to talk about a bunch of different things. Today I want to talk about forgiveness and letting go. Why? Because Thanksgiving is next week, and there are a lot of people that may be dealing with loss currently, remembering loss previously, or just plain missing folks that aren't there this holiday season. There may be people that are not looking forward at all to seeing certain family members who remember that those family members lied, cheated, dissed, whatever the family members did, because it's family, and just might not be excited about answering questions or just talking about their life right now if it's not as fluffy and shiny and sparkly as everyone thinks it should be. I'm sure someone will ask me if I'm dating. It's nobody's business. It's really not. And so we feel like we have to defend ourselves. But in truth, there is absolutely nothing to defend yourself for. Family should love you as you are. And I know that not everybody does. I know. Okay? Even if you have a Friendsgiving, and people may just see these things as conversation starters. Maybe they're curious. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing for work? How's school? Who are you seeing? Are you married? If you're married, are you having a baby yet? Oh, are you having another baby? You're trying for one of the opposite sex. You may be gay. Who knows? And these people are just being crazy and not actually knowing you, and that's frustrating enough in itself. So, I want to allow you the opportunity to kind of role play through your head the worst case scenario. Okay, so our family's pretty chill, and if they say something, they certainly don't mean it in a way that would be insulting or harmful. So in that way, I'm very thankful my family is awesome. But people ask stupid questions because people are human, and humans are imperfect. So if somebody says something that's just as stupid, or if someone says something that actually they mean offense, or they mean to insult you, or they mean to rile you up and get you agitated about something, the best thing you can do is not get agitated. Seriously. And my thing is, I always say, And when I say, I actually purse my lips so that I don't say what I want to say, because what I want to say is usually something mean and hurtful and vindictive and probably true and appropriate. But I've learned in my infinite wisdom of 30 plus years that there are things that I shouldn't say, not because I'll regret them, because I legitimately never regret saying anything mean or hurtful, that maybe I should just not say these things. And so I take a moment to say, and I think, because when you wait a few seconds, sometimes people realize that what they said was dumb, offensive, hurtful, may have been mistakenly mean, or it may have a dual meaning, and they meant it one way and not the other way. And giving them a few seconds to be like, oh, I didn't mean, or oh, what I meant was, or oh, what, or they just might not say anything, and it gives you a few minutes to not even come up with a retort, to just shift a conversation. And I always like to shift the conversation to something absolutely ridiculous. For me now, I would probably shift the conversation to potty training. Because to me, potty training is freaking ridiculous. It's difficult and it's stressful and I don't like it. And so I'm trying to find humor in this situation as best as I can. So everyone that bothers me, I've been talking, or everyone that I think may be able to give me hints and tips, I've been talking to potty training about. And so I would certainly apply that to this holiday. So for you, potty training, if you don't have kids, you may want to talk about something else, like what you would do if you won the lottery, what you would do if you were on whatever TV show happens to be on the TV right now. So if your family watches sports, it's probably football. You may be watching the Macy's Day Parade. We're typically watching Food Network. So what would you do with that chop basket? Just completely flip it. Why? Because if they have meant to do harm, you've completely dismissed their power by not accepting whatever they were trying to put on you. You've also diverted the conversation. If they were actually just trying to start a conversation, you have started a more meaningful conversation in one way or another. Some people may just change the subject and be like, oh, that's an awesome shirt, where'd you get that? It can be something totally dumb right back at them. Be like, wow, so are you gonna volunteer for that Christmas thing this year or what? Like, I just make something up, dude. Or be slightly offensive and compare them to someone else in the family. They ask you if you're gonna be married, be like, yeah, how's that divorce treating you? Like, just so I know for future reference. Again, the things I probably shouldn't say. That's why, yeah. So, it's on you. Do whatever you feel is appropriate. But for me personally, taking that pause really helps me to think, I really shouldn't say that. And two, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. And I think about something else to talk about. So, if you are completely not looking forward to a holiday situation, I recommend that you pick 3 things to talk about that are completely different than anyone else at the event we're talking about, okay? So, tell them you're going to convert to Judaism. Or whatever. Pick a different religion. Pick a really weird religion and convert. Considering converting to Judaism. That's weird. You're not Jewish, and neither are we. Yeah, but I think that might be where I want to go right now. And dude, just go with the crazy. Go with it. Talk about becoming a nudist. I'm really thinking about becoming a nudist. Completely off the wall. Completely off the wall. If you want to make someone really uncomfortable, talk about sex. I have a new side gig. I'm selling sex toys. Would you like to come to one of my passion parties? No one in their right mind in your family is going to say yes to that. But it is going to start gossip that will entertain you for years to come, I promise. Now, I haven't gotten to use that line yet. I'm waiting a few more years just to, secure my spinster status and, whatever. Or get married again, whatever. But I highly recommend that. That was told to me by a friend and it works for her every time. She may actually have a side gig, so I don't know. But I laughed so hard, and that, my friends, is the point. Because if you can make people that aggravate you laugh, you can walk away. And in truth, just don't let anything get to you. Don't take it personally. The holidays are rough in themselves. We already have the go-to competitive buying competitions within families, which is crazy. Once you have kids, you're kind of allowed out of that, thank goodness, because now I just buy everything for my kid. And I mean, that's how that magically happens. But if you're an adult and your kids are old, I'm sure it kind of comes back. So what I recommend in competitive buying competitions is just making something. Oh, and make it badly, whatever. Soup packet and a mason jar with the spoon, like whatever. Like, don't spend a lot of money. But if you screw it up once, people typically understand that the game is off. And I appreciate that, because I don't like that. I used to be involved with other people's families that were really, really into that. So I used to find all sorts of really creative ways to get out of that. And the one thing because I enjoy making things as it is, so I would always incorporate some level of awesome crafting into that. And a lot of times I would actually make donations instead. Be like, I'm in this donation on your behalf. Happy holidays. Now a family can eat because of you. Make them feel good about it, but they're not getting a cent of my daggone money. Well, I mean, whatever. So I hope that these fantastic holiday ideas find you well. And, it's okay to say no to going to a family thing that you really don't want to go to. It's okay. If you really, really don't want to go, don't. Do something else. Go out with your friends. Now, there is a time where you should absolutely get together with family, see the people you want to see, and then excuse yourself early. That also is completely allowed. I go see the cousins that you really want to see the aunt that you really want to see, avoid the one that always gets drunk and then is really, really mean. And say, we gotta go. I gotta meet up with my gay lover Ronaldo and visit with his family. Like, just make something up. I have to go to the shelter to volunteer and take out the dogs. It's my afternoon I volunteer, because I know you guys wouldn't mind that I was doing such a great thing for a local community network. And if you can, do volunteer, okay? So yeah, there's that. But please, most of the pressure that we feel around the holidays, we put on ourselves because we think other people have these expectations. And maybe they do. But guess what? They don't matter. They don't, like, at all. So, forgive yourself for not being perfect, because the truth is we're not, like, at all. Even I sometimes feel like I have my life together, and then something happens and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, human. Ugh. All right, so don't allow yourself to be burdened by that. You're okay. You are awesome. And if you need help during the holidays, whether you're feeling lonely, you just need someone to talk to about your mental health, and you can't reach out to a friend or a family member, please know that there are resources available, and I'm going to try to post them up on this page. I got to look a few up locally, and I'm going to look for some nationally. There's always the suicide prevention hotline, but there are times when we're like, okay, I'm not suicidal, I'm just upset, and I'd like someone to talk to, or I'm feeling really, really anxious and I'd like someone to talk to, but it's not as serious as, suicide. So, and I know that there are numbers that exist to help people at that level as well. So, please don't think that it's just you. Everyone feels that way. And if you do not have someone that you can talk to about it, I'm going to try and list up local and national resources for everyone to hopefully share. Please share. Because we don't talk about our mental health enough, and this is the time when things happen to people. They get lonely or are alone or have issues, and I don't want to lose any of my followers or anyone really. But so take care of yourself. Please do not stress. Thanksgiving is a week away, and that's fine. You're gonna be awesome. Eat whatever you want. Stress about calorie counts later. Just don't. Make memories. Be kind to the people that you love and ignore everybody else. All right, you guys have a great time. I'll get you on the flip side. Bye.